Australia is taking a multifaceted approach to concussion, including more conservative return-to-play protocols, especially for youth. Greater emphasis is placed on early recognition and appropriate management. A significant investment in research has resulted in a better understanding of concussion. There has been an increase in public and professional education to foster a safer environment. Australian Institute of Sport Concussion 2024 Guidelines for Youth and Community Sport was developed in partnership with Sports Medicine Australia and other peak associations. Key recommendations include extended stand-down periods. This is a more careful approach than previously. A minimum of 21 days is recommended until resuming competitive contact or collision sports for youth and community athletes. If in doubt, sit them out. This mantra remains central, emphasising immediate removal from play for any suspected concussion. There are detailed steps for a phased return to physical and cognitive activities, with cognitive return prioritised over physical return. Emphasis on children and adolescents shows that developing brains respond differently to those more mature. The guidelines recommend a more cautious approach for those under 19. Major sporting codes in Australia are aligning their policies with these national guidelines. For example, the AFL has introduced a head injury assessment removal process to allow club doctors more power to stop play and assess players for concussion, similar to the blood rule. The league aims to prevent players from continuing after head knocks. Motorsport Australia's 2025 Concussion Management Guidelines supports the latest concussion recognition tool and sport concussion assessment tool for healthcare professionals at events. The Australian Mild Traumatic Brain Injury National Study is expanding into regional Western Australia to better understand the experiences of concussion among everyday Australians, not just athletes. It uses the Head Check app to track symptoms and guide recovery, with the goal of creating personalised care plans and identifying factors that predict delayed recovery. Murdoch Children's Research Institute Concussion Essentials Clinic is a pilot clinic in Victoria to provide early treatment and guide recovery for children aged 8 to 18 with persisting concussion symptoms. This multidisciplinary project is focused on evidence-based early intervention, psychoeducation, physiotherapy, and psychological support, recognising that children can take longer to recover. The Head Check app continues to be a key tool for individuals and families to manage and track concussion recovery at home, with updated clinical guidelines and an extended recovery program. There's increasing community concern and media attention on the potential long-term impacts of repeated head knocks and concussion, driving a more cautious approach across all levels of sport and everyday life. The focus is steadily shifting towards an abundance of caution and prioritising brain health for all Australians, not just elite athletes. And it is wonderful to hear. That's all for this week. If you want to get in touch, send us an email. We'll see you next week.